Woohoo! We just exited the cave in Kakariko Gorge where we got a piece of heart and a post soul. For these last two videos of this chapter, we are going to be getting the remaining post souls that we are still eligible to get, most of which are here in the Hyrule field areas. That being said, there's one here in the Kakariko Gorge area that's up on this upper ledge in the center of your map. As with all the overworld pose, it can only be found at night, so if it's during the day and you are up here, you will not be able to see it. There are several Kargaroks, and there are a lot of crows that are up here as well, known as Gwai or Gwa, or however you pronounce that. But these crows can be really annoying, and hopefully they don't slaughter you. But anyway, you want to either defeat them all, or just focus only on our ghost little friend, defeat it, and collect post soul number 20. Hopefully the crows didn't cause you too much pain, and you got through there without too much problem. You want to hop back onto Epona and start working your way towards South Hyrule Field. You can run around as a wolf if you want, but it's actually faster to just use Epona, which is important because we're racing against time to do all the stuff while it's still nighttime. The three good places to blow horse grass are just outside of Falby's building near the Great Bridge of Hylia, so you can warp over there if you want, although you have to warp down to Lake Hylia itself, it's awkward. You can go to the entrance of Faron in South Hyrule Field, also kind of awkward. But the best place to do it is just warp over to the Elden Spring in Kakariko Village, which is where I got her for the previous video. I got her from there. Anyway, so point being, I recommend bringing Epona, because it's faster. Once you get over to this kind of central area in southern Hyrule Field, you'll see that there is a Poe over here. There's a lantern. However, it is right next to a Kargarok and a red Bokoblin. The red ones have more health and stuff than the regular ones, so they're kind of a pain. So hopefully you can either defeat it real quick or you can just avoid it. But you want to defeat the Poe and kill it to collect Poe Soul number 21. With that, you want to go ahead and hop back on Epona and run all the way over to the Great Bridge of Hylia. And just a cool tip real quick, you can actually, when you're trying to mount Epona, you can actually hop on from the backside, and this will actually give you a running start. So this is very useful when you're in a hurry, like, for example, this entire chapter. So for this next post soul, we'll actually need some bomb arrows. So if you are out of bombs, then you may have to actually go run around and go find some by slashing some bushes or stuff. Arrows you can actually get up ahead. You can actually use your slingshot or something to kill the Boblin archers that are up ahead, or you can pick up the arrows that they shoot into the ground and stuff. So, it's kind of weird. Twilight Princess is, enemies drop very specific rewards when you defeat them. In past Zelda titles, it was kind of, they drop random items like bombs and arrows and stuff, but in this one they don't really drop random stuff for the most part. So you may even have to go all the way over to Kakariko Village and talk to Barnes in order to get bombs, which is kind of frustrating, especially if you only need one bomb, so kind of annoying. Anyways, once you get up to this area, you'll see there are a bunch of clusters of boulders that are on these ledges. You want to use bomb arrows. Once again, you just press Z when you're hovering over the bombs in your item screen, and then that'll combine them to make bomb arrows. Shoot the clusters of boulders on both the ledges, and then when you use your claw shot to work your way across the platforms. Once you finally get over here, you will see a Poe. But to transform into a wolf, use your senses, and then just pawn this Poe to get your 22nd Poe Soul. Woohoo! Now before you hop down, you may want to check out the chest that is up here, which contains a purple rupee, which is worth 50. Now you may already be full of rupees at this point. This one I could actually hold because I bought all those bomblings in the previous video. But if you are not full on rupees already, you may want to transform back into a wolf and use your senses to see the nearby black speckly spot that leads to an underground area that contains an orange rupee, which is worth 100. So you can do that if you like. I am pretty full on rupees, so I did not. I'll continue on, this time towards Hyrule Castle, or Castle Town. And I'm actually trying to place Epona at a place where I can get to her later, so that it's actually in the next video. And I will actually be teleporting to Castle Town area later, so that's why I'm taking Epona there. But if you don't want to do that, you can actually just, warp over there. Also, you'll notice that I just passed by the great tree of Lake Hylia, in that area, and there was all those chews that were there underneath it. And occasionally, I slowed down there because I was looking for a rare chew. They're gold and they're shiny, so they sparkle and everything. So if you are not stunned like most people, ooh, shiny, you should grab it in a bottle ASAP, because a rare chew jelly restores all of your hearts and gives you an attack power boost for a short time. They're a pain to get because they often combine with other chews that are found nearby, so you want to just hopefully get it if you can. Next, you want to head over to East Hyrule Field, assuming you're playing the Wii version, that is. It's the West version and the GameCube version. But head to the south, and in these theater ruins, transform into a wolf, and dawn is actually just breaking, so I panicked. You want to use your senses, and you'll see a Poe that is down here. You want to kill it and collect Poe number 23. So with that, you want to head back towards Castletown, and I'm going to park Epona next to Castletown because we will actually warp back here later. You know, and so I realized, you know, next we're heading to Castletown, and you know, I realized that it may be turning day for you at some point, and it's probably not the exact same time that it did for me. It just so happened to be right here for me, and it was really convenient. So what I suggest is you do what I did. Is right now I'm going to enter Castletown, and then I'm actually going to start doing some of the stuff for the next chapter, because it is turning day, and we're adding all the post stuff to this at the end of this chapter, so that way it's just all together and it's not confusing. So this clip, for example, this clip is actually after a lot of stuff in the next chapter. So what I did is I went ahead to the next chapter. I did a bunch of side quest stuff that I can do during the day, you know, getting a bunch of goodies then, and then I came back to Castletown, and I'm going to head over to South Hyrule Field in order to get more Poe Souls. So now it is almost turning night, and that is why, is because I skipped ahead. So for video-wise, you know, all the Poes are going to be together. That's why I did that. It just made logical sense for them all to be together. But that's what I did, is I went ahead and I did side quest stuff while I was waiting for it to turn night. So now it's turning night, and now I'm back here getting Poes. So I suggest you do the same. It'll save a lot of time that way, and that way you're not wasting time just wandering around. Meanwhile, then in the next chapter, you're running around doing a whole bunch of stuff during the day. It just seems pointless to do it that way. So I just didn't, you know, want to confuse the order and have like a crazy long chapter. This chapter's already really long anyway. So anyways, I just warped back to Castletown. Now I'm here in southern Hyrule Field, or central Hyrule Field. It's just south of Castletown. And now a Poe is going to appear out here. There's actually a golden bug off here to the side. If you did not grab it yet, you can go do that now if you like. Now once this Poe finally appears, you want to go ahead and defeat it, and this will give you Poe Soul number 24. With that, you want to head back into Castletown and head over to the west side in the Wii version. It would be the east side if you're playing the GameCube version. There's actually a bridge over there that, as you can see on my minimap, it's now restored, but it has been broken for the entirety of this game. And so there's actually a side quest to do that, which is actually at the beginning of the next chapter. Like I say, that's what I did just a moment ago. So like right now, for example, I'm running through Castletown, and they're actually, all the people are scared of you as a wolf. And you can actually, like, if you continually scare all the people, you can go towards the center of the market area. And if you scare all the people, then the guards will eventually, a whole bunch of guards will come after you, like 10 of them. And they'll all just kind of point their spears at you and be all scared. And then you can, like, perform a spin attack or something, and they all run away like crazy and drop a bunch of rubies and stuff. It's kind of cool. Something cool worth checking out. So once you make it over to this area, though, you'll see that there is a Poe Soul here. So you want to defeat it and collect Soul number 25. Yay! So with that, you want to go ahead and warp over to Farron Woods. So check me out for the next video, and I will see you guys there.